Hey YouTube, so I thought I'd make another video, just basically talking about veganism and answering a few questions. I thought it'd be really fun to do. So I don't know, like a lot of people don't know on YouTube or whatever. I've been vegan for 2 years now. Before I was vegan, I was vegetarian for 6 years. Now it started because I watched one of those videos where they're killing all the animals, and it made me so sad. And like they were feeding us sick animals and everything, and I was like, this is no good. So I just gave it up, and then it was just a good idea to just give it up after that. When I became vegan, it was 2 years ago, and this old guy came to my church. He was like 80 years old. And like his skin was beautiful. He had a 5-year-old son. Like he was running around and everything. And I was like, dang, I want to be like you when I'm 80 years old. So it took me a while, but after that, like about a month or two after he came to church, I was vegan. It was hard at first. It was really hard because like there's milk and eggs literally in everything. And I was like, dang, like I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of this and like take it out. Like it was really hard. Like being vegetarian was way easier, but I made it, and it's been 2 years so far. So my skin has cleared up. I feel much healthier, like just way better for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna answer a few questions that it was on a website. Commonly asked questions. Common questions to ask a vegan. Alright, is it hard being vegan? I would say yes, sometimes. Like, if you're not around the right, like, people and places and things, like, it can be hard. Especially in the beginning, it's hard for sure. As you go along, it doesn't get as hard. Because for me, if I'm sitting around chicken, it's not hard for me not to eat the chicken, because it's just that I've been vegan for so long that I know the things that, like, I don't want to go back to what I used to be and the lifestyle I used to live. It's like a gnat flying around. The lifestyle I used to live and like how everything was, I don't want to go back to that. So it's not necessarily hard because I remember the reasons as to why I did it and things like that. For me, it's not that hard, especially since there's so many other substitutes you have. Like there's fake meat, there's like basically anything that you can make that's not vegan, you can make it vegan, and it's actually tastes the same way. Like it's crazy. Where do you get your protein? Now people ask me this all the time, like every time I tell them I'm a vegan and they're not a vegan. There are so many places, like there's so many other ways you can get protein besides meat. Like there's beans, there's nut, quinoa, soy milk. Even though soy isn't like the best thing, but there are so many other ways that you can get protein besides meat. Like, see, that's what the government is telling you, is that you need meat, when really you don't need that. You don't need that. I only eat free-range eggs. That's okay, right? I mean, an egg is still an egg, so it's the same thing to me. Like, people tell me that, like, they're like, oh, I only eat cruelty-free meat or whatever. But I mean, it doesn't matter if it's cruelty-free or not. Like, to me, I wouldn't eat it. It's the same thing. It's still an animal. Now, what's another question? Isn't it expensive to be vegan? It can be. It really can be, honestly. Being vegan can really be expensive depending on where you go and the types of food that you eat. Now, if you are a vegan that eats like strictly plants and everything of the earth, then and you know a good like grocery store and fruit market or whatever, then you really set, because there's a fruit market here that I get all my fruits and vegetables for $20, and that lasts me for like 2 weeks. It's amazing. But if you like doing all the soy and all the meat substitutes like I do, it can be very expensive, because like the Boca burgers and all those other things, they cost like $5 like a pack and whatever. And the restaurants are more, I'd say they're more expensive for vegan foods too, but it just depends what kind of vegan you are and what type of things you're buying. And yeah. Another question. I could never be vegan because I love the taste of meat too much. See, I feel you. I feel you on that one. But I guarantee you, if someone were to put a burger on the table, like a regular meat burger, and a veggie burger right next to it, and they ask you to pick which one is the meat and which one is a burger, if you get the right type of veggie burger, you will not be able to tell which is which. You'll be like, I don't know, like, is this vegan? Is that like you won't be able to tell. Like, it's really not nasty like that. Now I have had some nasty like vegan stuff, but I really haven't had that much nasty vegan stuff. The majority of the vegan food that I eat is really good. Doesn't the Bible endorse eating animals? I mean, actually, it does. Like, he talks about how he ate fish and split the fish for all the people to eat it. But just me personally, I just don't eat animals. So, I mean, that's me. But there are definitely some verses in the Bible where he talks about eating fish and other things like that. Haven't we evolved to eat meat? It's natural. Well, I guess that's something that you like learn. Yeah, you do grow to like know meat, and like meat is what you're gonna eat, and meat, protein. I mean, it does become like a natural thing that you would get used to, but it's definitely not natural nor good for you. It leads to a lot of diseases and things like that. What would happen to all animals if we stopped eating them? What would happen to all animals? Well, more animals would be alive. They wouldn't be, well, I wouldn't say animals are going extinct because we eat them, but no, I think it would be better. And it would just create a more healthier environment, for us people, it would be healthier for our bodies. Like, I don't see how it could be bad if we stopped killing animals and eating them and things like that. It can only be better. Seriously. What's wrong with honey? Now, when I first was vegan, and I'm still kind of iffy about honey, to be honest, like, I don't know, it's still made from an animal, but the thing is, like, if you watch, was it The Bee's Life or Life of Bees? Like, they actually needed us to eat their honey, but I don't know, that could be another plot and scheme from the government, like how they telling us that you need meat for protein. But I don't know, but bees definitely do make the honey, but I don't eat it. But at first I was just like, it's just honey, like, they create it and stuff. But yeah, I don't eat honey though. You don't have to kill animals to get dairy and eggs, so what's wrong with those products? Well, let me tell you, dairy is from a cow, right? It is for their baby. It's for the growth purposes of that baby cow to get into a huge cow just like its parents or whatever. That's just like you drinking someone else's breast milk. Like, if you think about that, like, that's really weird. Like, why would you do that? And that's why so many diseases and things are happening, because we're drinking milk that's not for us. That milk is not for us. That was for the cows. It's for the cows, like, that's for their child, It's not for us to drink or partake or anything like that. It's just not good for us. And eggs? You don't have to kill animals to get eggs. Well, okay, you're definitely killing the babies to get those eggs. And it was definitely a bird in there before. I mean, I don't know if the bird actually, like, evolved into something yet, but still, like, just the thought of it's not good for you. You're not supposed to eat anything with eyes. legs and arms. Like, it's just not good for you. Cows need to be milked, don't they? We're doing them a favor. Now, let's take it back. Cows need to be milked. Well, who came up with that? Why do people think that they need to be milked? Why, you know? No, I seriously don't know the answer to that one, but I'm pretty sure that the milk will go to their children, though. That's as far as I know. But those are basically all the questions on here. I hope this video was useful and helpful. Hope this is a good video. These were commonly asked questions to vegans, and I'm a vegan. So if you have any more questions, comment down below. Thanks for watching.